Good morning, Card Community. It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Have here something I've wanted for a while, just never bothered to pick it up, from the Highland Mint, circa 1994. A reproduction of Mike Schmidt's 1974 Topps card in bronze, solid bronze. Highland Mint actually had the license to do got the license to do a number of different players and a number of different sports throughout the year in this style. This is what Mr. Schmidt's 1974 Topps card looks like. Little certificate of authenticity. Interesting, I like this. It's card number 1597 out of 2500, and the case matches. So that's a really nice little feature there. And it is, if you look inside, slabbed up in this big piece of cellulite or whatever. It's a screw down holder, so it could be undone if you wanted to. It is a solid piece of bronze, very shiny still, very heavy. It is a solid piece of bronze, so it's got some heft to it. Mike's 1974 Topps card reproduced. Very cool. So that is my random Mike Schmidt item of the day. A random baseball item of the day. Picked up this at my LCS recently. 1981 Topps traded set. This is the first traded set of the current run. In other words, they had done traded sets a couple of years in the past, most notably 74. They did a traded set. I believe 75, they did a traded set. So there were a couple of years back in the 70s that they did traded sets, but this one is what we're used to seeing in the mid-80s. A box of 132 cards called traded. This one, like all the others, actually does some reprints of their rookie. Topps is doing the 3-paneled rookie cards starting in, well, they've done multiple panel rookies for a long time. In 81, they did the same. They had multi-panel cards, most notably Fernando and Tim Raines. Rookie cards are in that light, but in this side, inside this set, you'll find their standalone cards. It's one I did not yet have. Happy to add to my collection. So today's trivia question card right there is the 1954 Topps Archives Hank Aaron. I want to talk a little bit about the Topps Archives product real quick from 1994. So in 1994, they reproduced the 1954 Topps cards. Okay, this is what Hank Aaron's rookie card looks like. Obviously a little bigger, and it's on orange background. So this is clearly a reprint. It even said Topps Archives, the Ultimate 54 series down at the bottom, but otherwise it looks pretty close. Topps wanted to do a full set. Unfortunately, they got a little pushback from Upper Deck at the time. Upper Deck owned the licenses to Ted Williams and Mickey Mantle at that time. Now, Mickey Mantle, not a big deal. Topps didn't have the license to Mickey Mantle in 54. Bowman had it. So you will not find a 54 Topps Mickey Mantle. The Ted Williams cards, though, were numbered 1, and I don't know what the final number was in the set for 54, but Ted Williams occupied both of those spots. Upper Deck did not consent to allow Topps to do it. So in other words, Topps, even though Topps had produced those cards back in 54, in 1994, they weren't allowed to reproduce the licensed, that card, because Upper Deck had the license. So the card set was produced without those two cards. Upper Deck, I'm not sure if they chose to or were pressured into, decided to go ahead and produce those cards on their own and made them look just like this with the Ultimate Topps, the Ultimate thing, blah, 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 blah. And they produced those cards along with a Mickey Mantle version of a 54 Topps card. And they insert those cards into their product, which was called the Heroes of Baseball. It was a separate offering other than Upper Deck's 1994 base product. It wasn't Collector's Choice. It was a separate set highlighting the greats of baseball throughout the history of the game. And it's called the Heroes of Baseball. And randomly inserted, you could get the Ted Williams number one card and the final one of the set, and you can get a special Mickey Mantle card. Because when Topps did release this, excuse me, when they did release this 54 product, they did a lot of cards that never were. For example, they had a card of Roberto Clemente in a Dodgers uniform. Clemente was originally signed by the Dodgers, but didn't play for them due to contractual issues and whatnot, and ended up going to the Pirates. But they had a Clemente card in a Dodgers uniform in the 54 Archives reprint in 1994. A lot of interesting stories behind that archive set. Someday I'll have to go through that. Anyway, that is your prize for this question. I like the theme from last week, the This Day in Baseball History, so I want to stick with that for a little bit. This Day in Baseball History, 1954, speaking about Hank Aaron. 1954, Hank Aaron was a rookie with the Milwaukee Braves. Just been signed. He'd been signed from the Indianapolis Clowns in the Negro League. But he was up in Milwaukee now. But it's good that he actually went to Milwaukee rather than Boston. I'm not sure how Boston would have taken an African-American at that time. Anyway, so he's in Milwaukee. He's a rookie, but the Braves had just signed in the offseason a veteran player to be their regular outfielder. And unfortunately, it was doubtful Hank would get much playing time that year, except that on March the 13th, this day in baseball history, in 1954, this player broke his ankle sliding into a base in a spring training game. So, because this player was no longer available and would not reappear until July, Hank got the starting nod and pretty much put this guy's career in the toilet. But obviously allowed Hank Aaron to shine. So name the player on this date in 1954 who broke his ankle, paving the way for Hank Aaron to get his shot at greatness. All right, send me an email with the correct answer. I'll include my email in the description below along with a repeated question. You'll have today and tomorrow to answer. Best of luck to everybody on that question, all right? Today, all I want to show off are a couple pickups that I got in some trades on the tradingcarddatabase.com. Let you guys know where I stand on some sets I'm working on. So, this is from last year's Topps update set. This is the 87 throwback design, Royce Lewis. I am still about 12 cards away from completing this. So if anybody's got a couple of these cards from either the update set or the Series 2 set, I think I'm like 6 away from the Series 2 set. So if anybody's got a couple more of these 87 designs from last year lying around, let me know. I'm trying to complete my set. Also picked up Salvador Perez on the Topps Chrome from last year. Similar to the 87 style, I'm trying to complete this set, the base set of Chrome. Still working on that. I have about 25 cards or so to do on this. It's a 220 card set. So if anybody's got some Topps Chrome lying around from last year, want to do some trades, give me a shout. I'll be happy to send something your way. Lastly, I'm working on this year's throwback style from the Topps flagship product. That is the 88 throwback style. And I was able to pick up 4 off of the tradingcarddatabase.com with some trades. Julio Urias, Vladimir Guerrero. It's a nice pose with him in the Expos. I like that. Vinny Pasquantino, very great name, Vinny Pasquantino, rookie card on the Royals, and Shea Langeliers, rookie card. Langeliers, that's like a Stephen King thing, kind of crazy there. So, very quick showcase for you, just showing off things like this. I practically need all of these cards. I don't have many of these. I mean, there's 100 cards in the Series 1 release. You know, I got less than 20 of them probably. So anybody who's got some trades they want to make for 88 throwbacks this year, again, if you get a chance, reach out, give me a shout, and we'll talk, all right? That's all I have for you today, a little showcase of what we got in the mail. Sometimes that's a good thing. Keep it simple. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate all your support as I try my best to support everybody else in this great card community. Don't forget the trivia question. You can win that great Hank Aaron card there. We'll have more questions on Wednesday and Friday, all right? And again, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again. Take care.